Have you ever gone to bed feeling completely fine, only to wake up the next morning with weakness in your arm, slurred speech, or dizziness so severe that you can't stand on your own? For millions of older adults, this nightmare scenario is not caused by smoking, poor diet, or lack of exercise, but by something most people believe is safe: vitamins. Yes, vitamins. For decades, we've been told that vitamins are the key to strong bones, sharper memory, and longer life. And while that's true in moderation, the story becomes far more dangerous when these same vitamins are taken at the wrong dose, at the wrong time, or without medical guidance. As a brain doctor, I've seen firsthand how certain vitamins can silently push the body toward disaster. Today, I want to walk you through the 5 vitamins that can increase the risk of stroke, brain bleeds, or nerve damage in seniors. But more importantly, I want to share my own reflections, insights from real-life patients, and practical advice on what you can do instead. This isn't a video to scare you, it's a wake-up call to make smarter choices, to respect the power of what you put into your body, and to realize that sometimes even good intentions can backfire. Let's start with the vitamin that surprises most people: vitamin D. We hear about it everywhere: good for bones, immune system, even mood. And yes, in small doses it plays a vital role. But here's what most seniors don't realize: high doses of vitamin D, especially when taken at night, can raise your risk of stroke. Let me explain why. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption. When you take too much, calcium builds up in the blood. Your body doesn't know where to put it, so it deposits it in arteries, making them stiff and narrow. Add aging arteries that already lack flexibility, and you've got the perfect recipe for a blood clot to shoot straight to your brain while you sleep. I remember one patient, a retired Navy veteran, who faithfully took 10,000 IU every morning because he believed more was better. He thought he was protecting his bones, but instead, he woke up one morning unable to move his arm, his speech slurred. His blood tests revealed sky-high calcium levels and rigid arteries. The culprit wasn't cigarettes, alcohol, or junk food. It was too much vitamin D. My reflection here is simple. Vitamin D is powerful, but it's not a free pass to health. Many over-the-counter supplements in the United States contain far more than the average older adult needs. While deficiency should be corrected, swallowing megadoses daily is not the same as balancing your body. The safer approach is testing your levels regularly, keeping your intake modest, and always taking vitamin D in the morning, not before bed, when it can create a dangerous spike in calcium during your body's most vulnerable hours. Next, let's move to vitamin E, often called the heart helper. It's marketed as beneficial for circulation, skin, memory, even reducing heart disease risk. But what the labels don't say is that high-dose vitamin E acts like a blood thinner, and when combined with medications such as aspirin, Plavix, or warfarin, it can turn your blood so thin that even a fragile vessel in the brain can burst, causing a hemorrhagic stroke. I recall a case of an 81-year-old librarian, witty and sharp, who thought she was doing the right thing by adding 800 IU of vitamin E to her routine. 3 weeks later, she was rushed to the ER with a severe headache, confusion, and vomiting. A scan revealed bleeding in her brain. The heartbreaking part is that she thought she was helping her memory and heart. Instead, she nearly lost her independence. My reflection is this: our culture glorifies the more is better mindset. If 15 milligrams is recommended, why not 800 IU? Because the body is not designed to handle pharmacological doses of vitamins daily. For seniors on heart medications, high-dose vitamin E is like lighting a match in a room filled with gas. It doesn't always explode, but when it does, the damage is catastrophic. Now, let's talk about vitamin B6, another common supplement sold as a nerve support or brain booster. It sounds logical. Nerves need B vitamins, so more must be better. But here's the twist. Unlike some vitamins that flush out in urine, B6 accumulates. Over months and years, excess B6 can strip the protective coating off nerves, leaving them exposed like wires without insulation. The result? Tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, balance problems. Many older adults mistake these symptoms for arthritis, aging, or even early dementia. But in reality, they may be poisoning their own nervous system. I once treated a retired truck driver who had been taking 200 milligrams of B6 daily from a so-called brain health formula. That's more than 10 times the safe upper limit. His gait was unstable, his feet numb, and he eventually needed a cane. When we stopped the supplement, the damage stabilized, but it never fully reversed. My personal take here is that marketing preys on fear. Seniors worry about memory loss, so companies sell nerve support pills packed with dangerously high doses of B6. The tragedy is that most people only need 2 to 10 milligrams per day, easily obtained from food like bananas, poultry, or fish. We don't need mega doses, we need balance, awareness, and honesty in labeling. Vitamin A is another trap. Often linked to eyesight and immune health, it's fat-soluble, which means it stores in the liver and tissues rather than flushing out. When taken in high doses, especially from overlapping supplements, it can cause pseudotumor cerebri, a condition that mimics a brain tumor by increasing pressure inside the skull. Symptoms include headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, even speech problems. I once saw a retired piano teacher who took nearly 10,000 IU daily for years. She thought she was protecting her eyes. Instead, she developed headaches, vision problems, and nearly permanent nerve damage. What many people don't realize is that the safe upper limit is around 2,500 to 3,000 IU daily for seniors, and that's only if medically necessary. Yet, many supplements contain double or triple that in a single capsule. My reflection is that vitamin A is a prime example of how marketing overrides science. The body needs small amounts, but when companies package 10,000 IU and advertise it as anti-aging, the line between help and harm vanishes. Seniors, already vulnerable, unknowingly cross that line, often with devastating results. Finally, let's discuss niacin, or vitamin B3. Niacin is praised as a natural cholesterol-lowering vitamin. Some doctors even prescribe it. But in high doses, niacin causes blood vessels to expand suddenly, leading to flushing, dizziness, and later rebound constriction that spikes blood pressure. Over time, this yo-yo effect stresses fragile vessels in the brain and heart. I recall an 82-year-old postman who took 2,000 L-genes daily from an over-the-counter heart support supplement. He thought it was helping his circulation. Instead, he experienced hot flashes, dizziness, and eventually suffered a mini stroke, a transient ischemic attack. He recovered, but it was a close call. My reflection is that niacin reveals the biggest flaw in supplement culture: the assumption that natural equals safe. Hemlock is natural. Arsenic is natural. Natural does not mean harmless. Niacin has therapeutic uses under medical supervision, but seniors casually popping 1,000 mg twice daily from the drugstore are gambling with their brains. So, what should we take from all of this? First, vitamins are not candy. They are biologically active compounds that can help in small amounts but harm in excess. Second, older adults process vitamins differently than younger people. The liver, kidneys, and nervous system are more vulnerable. What seems harmless at 40 can be dangerous at 70. Third, the supplement industry often markets hope without responsibility. Bright labels, promises of memory support, heart health, anti-aging, all without real warnings about dosage or risks. That leaves seniors navigating a minefield without a map. Here's where my personal reflections become most important. In my years as a physician, I've seen two types of patients. First type places blind faith in supplements, thinking they are safe shortcuts to health. They pile bottle after bottle into their daily routine, believing they're protecting themselves. The second type is skeptical, cautious, sometimes even fearful of taking any vitamin at all. The truth lies in between. Supplements are not inherently evil. Vitamin D in modest doses, vitamin E in food form, B vitamins from a balanced diet, small amounts of vitamin A from vegetables, these all play a role. The danger comes from excess, from assuming that more equals better, from chasing health in pill form rather than lifestyle. So what can you do instead? First, talk to your doctor. If you're on medications, any supplement you add could interact in unexpected ways. Second, focus on real food. Leafy greens like spinach and kale provide folate and antioxidants without overdose risk. Fatty fish like salmon supply omega-3s and natural vitamin D. Berries give brain protective polyphenols. Nuts and seeds deliver vitamin E in safe, balanced amounts. Whole grains stabilize blood sugar and circulation. Food provides nutrients in synergy with fiber, water, and cofactors that supplements lack. Third, respect timing. If you need vitamin D, take it in the morning with food, not at night. If you must take a supplement, choose lower doses, not mega pills. And fourth, stay hydrated, stay active, and get regular checkups. Prevention isn't about adding more pills. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your body naturally. Let's close with a story. I once met a retired principal, 73 years old, who proudly showed me a drawer full of supplements. Vitamin D, vitamin E, niacin, multivitamins, a handful of pills for bones, heart, brain, and skin. She told me, "Doctor, I'm doing everything right." But she wasn't feeling right. Her mornings were dizzy, her blood pressure kept rising, she felt foggy. So we did something radical. We cleared out the supplements and built her meals around whole foods. A boiled egg, half an avocado, whole grain toast, blueberries, nuts. Simple, balanced, real. Within weeks, her dizziness faded, her energy returned, and her clarity sharpened. She looked at me and said, "I feel younger." That's the power of respect. Respect for the body, respect for food, respect for balance. The big lesson here is this: aging doesn't mean weakness, but careless habits can accelerate decline. Vitamins are tools, not miracles. Use them wisely, in moderation, and always with awareness. Don't let marketing or fear push you into overdosing your body. Health isn't about how many pills you take. It's about the choices you make every single day, the food you eat, the sleep you get, the movement you practice, and the awareness you bring to your life. You are not powerless, you are not too old, and it is never too late to take back control of your health. So, starting today, I challenge you. Look at your supplement bottles, check the labels, ask yourself, do I really need this, or is it just habit? Replace one pill with one real food choice. Swap confusion for clarity. Share this knowledge with someone you love, because you never know, you might save their independence, their memory, even their life. Remember, your brain is priceless. Don't gamble with it. Stay strong, stay aware, and live the rest of your life with the vitality you deserve.